for the Scottish ladies team thereafter. Wherever we lived, Sarah was superb at converting each house into a beautiful family home, filled with loving support by always being there, which embraced a no-blame culture. Sarah was always encouraging our two sons. She was swift to praise, slow to criticise, and gave a warm welcome to everyone who could visit us. Regardless of Sarah's many bowling achievements, her most valued one, which she cherished most, was the nurturing of her two sons to embrace her moral compass and family core values, which is now very evident within their own families. Sarah was delighted to be the grandmother to Ryan, Ben and Rose, and was deeply touched and honoured when David told her her first granddaughter was being named Rose Sarah. Sarah was renowned within the family for her facial expressions, as her eyes could communicate effectively to me without the need to speak. So that's why I always switched off the lights first when I wanted to make love to her. I have so many fond memories to look back on in time, but I would like to share one in particular with you that reflects Sarah to a T. When I plucked up the courage and confidence to ask Sarah to marry me after courting her for 18 months, when we went for an evening walk holding hands along the Ayr Seaside Promenade in July 1968, my Scottish roots were most evident. No sweeping her away to Paris, nor providing a posh hotel, candlelit dinner, being serenaded with violins, etc. Nor a proposal on bended knees, as I didn't want to dirty my trousers. Sarah, with eyebrows raised, casually asked me, how did I know I loved her? So rather than embrace and give her a big kiss, as they do in the movies now, I immediately tried to explain there are so many different types of love. Parent-child, brother-sister, friends, pets, careers, hobbies, etc., etc. Then told her she was very special to me, as she had a wow factor, which I adored. When then Sarah, her response was priceless. With her eye expression, she replied, wow. Then I anxiously repeated, wow, wow, to reinforce it before she smiled and said yes, because she always wanted a dog. And typical of her endearing ways, has kept me on a tight lead ever since. Sarah's energy, finally, thank goodness, I found it very difficult to do justice to define Sarah's beauty, personality, kindness, and zest for life. And she was a style icon till her end. But the lyrics of the Ed Sheeran song Perfect comes nearest to sum up her appropriately. Rest in peace, Sarah, as it has been my privilege to have been your husband. Thank you. I will pass you over to our other son, Adam.
Thanks, Dad. I'd like to say a few words to honour your wife, your nana, your sister, your aunt, auntie, your friend, and our mum, Sarah. Mum died peacefully in her bed in Berkeley Home, as she wanted. Her death followed her epic but graceful battle with cancer. Everyone loved Mum. She had a warm smile and made a genuine effort to connect with everyone she met. Mum was the heartbeat of the family and raised us in a warm and loving way. Oh, how she loved the phone call. BT and EE shares all public now, and not just because of this pandemic. The many, many, many hours we chatted about the big issues, you know, like should she have a Victoria Beckham pop haircut, as well as the small ones, like how to upload a picture from her iPhone onto Facebook. Now that is 2 hours I'll never get back. As the years passed, Mum's confidence grew, and she started trying new things. At the tender age of 40, she finally passed her driving test. Third time lucky, as they say. Many fun memories of her trying to memorise the highway code. You know the road signs, right? When asked what the triangle signs for uphill and downhill gradients were, she proudly proclaimed, a hill to the left and a hill to the right. She went to college in her 40s to learn word processing and IT skills, which led to her being employed at Ho Seasons in their call centre, taking bookings from travel agents and customers directly. Now, she had quite a distinctive accent, and we laughed at the number of people who thought they were talking to Villa Donnelly. Mum and I have a long history of shopping, lunching, theatre trips, which all started when I was at high school. We made our annual winter pilgrimage to Norwich, taking in the shops, Waffle House for lunch, more shopping. She was quite good at that. We had Wimpy for tea, double egg and chips was our go-to order, followed by the annual panto at the Theatre Royal. Over the years, this morphed into nipping down the King's Road in Chelsea. She did love a boutique, with cocktails for lunch, or just to take the weight off our feet. In fact, Ben and Ryan's favourite memory of their Nana followed a lovely Italian lunch in Chelsea, whilst waiting outside for me to settle the bill. She's not stupid. The boys and the Nana waited outside. Mum never wanted to waste the precious shopping opportunity, spotted a cheeky little shoe shop next door. The three of them approached the window, and Mum spotted some boots, which were clearly meant to be purchased that day. She approached the window to get a better look, but it was a lot closer than she thought. Personally, I blame the Prosecco. If she banged her nose with a loud thud, and she let out a yelp. The owners waved at her through the window, so she felt obliged to go in and try them on and salvage some dignity. Unfortunately, as it transpired, they were very good at cleaning glass, and she walked straight into the glass door with another loud thud. By this stage, both boys were doubled over in stitches. Needless to say, she did purchase said boots and continued to wear them every year until very recently. Some things were just meant to be, I guess. As Mum always said, what's for you won't get by you. So I guess that includes the boots. When it came to shopping, Mum always wanted a second opinion. She loved to take a risk with their clothes. Like that cropped leather jacket I meant to try on. I also choose more style over fashion. In keeping with her, shall we say, more expensive shopping ventures, she accompanied Dad to the Audi showroom as Dad needed a new bulb for their Audi TT. Mum, being Mum, let them in the talk shop and went about browsing the showroom. Needless to say, an hour later, they came out with a brand new Q3, Quite an expensive light bulb, you could say. We watched lots of movies together. Our personal favourite was The Sound of Music. So for her 70th birthday, we dressed up and went to watch it in the theatre as a sing-along with Laura. She was invited up onto the stage and chatted with a 7-foot-tall drag queen compere, waving to the crowds. It was quite honestly one of my funniest memories of her. Mum was not your typical sports fan. Being a proud Scot, there hadn't been a lot to be proud of over the years. She loved watching the tennis, and she loved to hate watching Andy Murray. Never know how much Mum loved her nails, but nail biting is certainly what she liked to do whilst watching Andy and his terrible rallies, always raising the blood pressure, screaming at the TV. She actually thought not looking at the screen would help his performance. She spent some time with us during the London 2012 Olympics. I used to arrive home from work to be greeted with a wealth of expert opinion from her on taekwondo, BMX biking and canoeing. She really was a dark horse, but she threw herself into the event and we took her to Hyde Park to join in the fan zone. As you already know, Mum's confidence grew and grew over the years. She would talk to anyone and everyone. We parked her on a bench. She loved the seat. And went to purchase some drinks. She loved them too. 5 minutes later, when we came back, she was holding court with around 15 young Kiwis and Aussies. Everyone she met just took to her instantly. She genuinely took time to listen to people and offer a kind word always. She had a kind heart, she was a great listener, a wise sage, who was stylishly elegant, with a beautiful, beaming smile. Although we will miss you, Mum, you will be forever in our hearts, and our many fabulous memories. Thanks.
Thank you, Adam. So please invite a very close family friend, Colin, to come forward and share his own personal memories.
Good morning, everyone. It is my privilege today to offer a personal tribute to Sarah, a fine Ayrshire lass, and my good friend of almost 44 years, and to say that my thoughts are echoed by my 3 children, Mandy, David, and Nicola, who have always addressed her by their adoptive title of Auntie Sarah. Since John and I met in a guest house in Fraserburgh in 1976, both our families have been inextricably linked through the rough and the smooth times of life. Though many miles have periodically separated us, in between times we never lost contact, nor did our bonds of friendship wane. I only discovered this week that Sarah worked in a bank before she met John, so I can only assume both were then accruing interest in each other on account of their individual assets. But true love was to quickly follow, and their dividend was to be their wedding on 18th of September 1969. And last year, so fitting and so happily, they celebrated their golden wedding in style, a special day for all guests never to be forgotten, when John danced with his beautiful Sarah in her wheelchair as the anniversary waltz played for them alone. When I first met Sarah in Fraserburgh, I was struck by an attractive, raven-haired, unassuming woman who welcomed all who crossed her threshold with the warmth of her smile. Sarah treated everyone with respect irrespective of creed or colour, and would be seen as often in the old parish church of Fraserburgh as she was in the Catholic chapel. My late wife Margaret reciprocated such tendencies with Sarah, and they would often be seen together at social and charitable events. As mum to Adam and David, and wife to John, Sarah deeply loved and showed that love through the time and care she devoted to both roles, whilst managing their home and tending to their needs. Sarah, wherever she resided during John's work-related moves, made friends easily and genuinely. I cannot imagine anyone not warming to her calm and gentle demeanour. She was truly a gentle woman, an articulate individual, and an absolute joy to know as a friend. Sarah was a devout and regular church member who enjoyed socialising, but never sought to be in the limelight. Similarly, she would give liberally of her time and talents, yet never courted recognition of her generosity. Although I met Sarah's mum many years ago, apart from her twin Joseph, I haven't known her other siblings. However, having read Joseph's personal tribute on Facebook, Sarah must have been an adored sister, which comes as no surprise. And Sarah could certainly be a charmer for sure. During one of her frequent hospital checks, she found a certain senior member of staff to have an air of egotistical arrogance of which she did not approve. She remained silent until the end of her consultation before telling him how much she admired the quality and the style of his shoes. Job done. Her flattery resulted in her future visits being much